This is a WHUR news break. I'm Harold Fisher. I'm talking with U.S. Senator Angela Alsobrooks, Democrat from Maryland. Senator, thank you so much for talking to us.
Well, thank you so much for having me. As always, I really appreciate being on the show.
Thank you so much. We are now in the third day of the federal government shutdown. As you know, there's no movement in the House or the Senate, and both sides seem to be at a bit of an impasse with the constant finger pointing. Do you see the possibility of this ending anytime soon, or even possibly passing a continuing resolution for 7 weeks?
Well, you know what? I hope that this ends quickly. As you know, my constituents really constitute one of the largest shares of federal employees in the country. So this has been really devastating. And I have to say that it was totally foreseeable and should have been avoidable. But what we've seen is that the Republicans have been shutting the government down the entire year. Slowly but surely, with the mass firings, we've seen the real intentional downsizing. So this has been an effort. This is a continuation of a really irresponsible effort on the part of the Republicans, who have been really working this administration to shut down this government the entire year.
Well, as you know, and as you just mentioned, the Trump administration could begin announcing permanent layoffs very soon. As you know, Maryland's federal government workers are at more than 12,700 lost jobs since January. Do you believe that bleeding can be stopped or slowed?
Well, let's hope that it can, because what we know for sure is it's been unjustified and it's been illegal. The firing of employees who have been, many of them working in the federal government for decades. These are patriots. These are highly competent individuals. I've met many of them at places like NIH, USAID. There have been any number of agencies. These are the people we rely on to keep measles from resurging, from keeping hepatitis from resurging, for keeping our water safe to drink. These are the individuals who come to work no matter who the president is. They work whether the president has been a Democrat or a Republican. And these firings are unjustified and illegal. And we really do hope that they stop. Now, the other thing that's interesting, Harold, you notice the jobs report was due to come out. And just conveniently, as a result of this shutdown, we don't have those numbers. But I think we can all guess what the numbers say. It's more bad news for this administration because they have wrecked our economy. We saw an adding only of 22,000 jobs in the last month's report. We were expecting about 75,000 jobs, but this administration knows what all of us know, and it is that they have now really caused detrimental harm to our economy. Prices have gone up. Insurance premiums are soon going. We're going to be hearing from most people will be receiving their insurance notices that their premiums have gone up. So life has not gotten better under this administration.
Is the situation hopeless? I'm asking from the perspective of those people who are caught in the middle, who are just looking at both sides of the aisle and just throwing their hands up.
Well, it's not hopeless, and they sure shouldn't be looking at both sides of the aisle and to understand why the devastation has happened. The Republicans have control of the White House, the Senate, and the U.S. House of Representatives. They have the keys to the car. And so, you know, when you are the person who's responsible, then whatever pain and devastation occurs at the hands of that particular party. Now, it's not hopeless. I believe that this is unsustainable. The level of cruelty, inhumanity, and devastation. And no one needs to just hear our words. What I believe is happening is at the kitchen tables of Americans all across our country, they're feeling the effects of this awful administration. As I've mentioned, the cost of goods have gone up. We know as well the job losses are hurting our economy. These tariffs have wrecked our economy. Health care for millions and millions of individuals. We believe close to 24 or so million people that will be lost. So you don't have to hear even from us. People will begin to feel the impacts. And I think that the people in the midterm elections will vote out these Republicans and will give us a majority again in the House. And I don't believe the Senate is far behind. I think we have good opportunities across the country in places like North Carolina to pick up seats in the Senate. So everybody hang on. It's been a hairy ride. But I do believe that we're going to see some changes happening. I think the people will speak when they realize how devastating this administration's policies have been for all Americans. Those who are in red states, blue states, it doesn't matter. It's harming all of us at our kitchen tables.
Final question for you. While the nation waits for some kind of resolution, what is your plan for perhaps helping workers who are caught in the middle?
Well, I filed legislation along with Congresswoman Sarah Elfreth to ensure that essential workers are eligible to file for unemployment. Those who have to come to work, to put them on par with those who have been furloughed. So we're working to file legislation and hope we can get support for that. But I'm also going to be working with the governor and with all of our local officials to do everything we can to provide the kind of advocacy and care that our constituents need. We've been posting resources regarding utility assistance and other things. I know that the state has posted information about utility assistance and about other assistance with mortgage forbearance. So we're going to do everything we can to provide help in this moment. But we need the Republicans to reopen our government and to stop the really terrible cuts that they have made to healthcare and other things that are harming people's way of life and quality of life.
Any final thoughts from you?
You know, I know that this is tough for everyone watching, and I just want people to know that we are in a season. As unrealistic as it sounds, I know that we will make it through this. And I've been saying for anyone who needs any more encouragement, I wake up every day realizing that these people who are in control in this administration have 4 years and I have 6. So when they leave, we're going to have a lot of repairing to do, but we're going to do it together. We're going to repair the harm that was done to our economy. We're going to repair the harm that was done to our institutions, to our democracy, to our reputation across the world. We have a lot of work to do, but I am convinced that we're going to be able to do it together.
Thank you so much, U.S. Senator Angela Alsobrooks from Maryland. I appreciate your time. We will continue to watch.
Thank you so much, Harold, for having me. And to all of our listeners, hang in there. We're going to make it.
Thank you so much.